Back. Um, Man, listen. A lot of black women despise Kevin Samuels because he was leading them astray. That's why he's getting all the backlash. That's why he's getting all the gloating, all of the rejoicing, because he leading them astray. Kevin Samuels used to be in the body of Christ and got kicked out. Because if you go back, I mean, isn't it ironic that the very last interview that he does is with a 25-year-old virgin? What kind of irony is that? That the last person you talk to on social media is a 25-year-old virgin that you're telling is wasting her time. She's believing God for a husband, and you're telling her you're wasting your time. And you can watch him take his last gulp of Red Bull in that interview. And because hindsight is 2020, we now know soon as you finish that live, you had a heart attack and died. We know that. That's not a guess, that's not a wonder, that is fact. That you had a heart attack and died. Now, let me show y'all something. This was the position he had his hands in when he said, man, it's killing me that women don't know. He was just like this, man, this is killing me. It kills me. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. And you know what, man? I'm tired of you. You say one more thing, man, and you're blocked. If you want to come up in here and listen, come listen. But say one more thing, you blocked. You're bringing that little dick energy up in here. It don't matter. You don't know what I spoke about. You know, I'm sitting here trying to show people. People are angry. Black women are angry and don't know why. And the reason they're angry is because he was leading them astray. It's just that simple. He was leading them astray. And that's what they were not comfortable with. I don't, it's amazing, man, that a lot of y'all don't see the ironies of all this that is involved. I mean, the very last woman that he interviews ever in life was a 25-year-old virgin that he was saying, you're wasting your time. Let's go. You're gone. There you go. Now, see, now you're out of here. You're out of here. See, bring that little dick energy up in here. Told you, man, it's the big dick zone. Don't come up in here with that little dick energy. Now go make another profile and bring your little limp dick back on up in here. Because that's all you're going to do. Go make another profile and come right back up in here. And we trying to have a sensible conversation. You see, Look, ladies and gentlemen, there are some things that you just gonna have to be paying attention to. You see, and there are a lot of people that's not paying attention. And I tell you, I did a tour last night. And when I came home, the Spirit of God said, I want you to listen to listen to his last Instagram post. And I started listening and I fell asleep on it. And I remembered the girl, the virgin, is where I fell asleep. So I got up this morning and started listening again. And when I started listening, this is when I heard this. See, folk think that I mean, people take this as a joke, man.
Those two.
This is a virgin.
Party of one. Loins on fire.
Loins on fire is sex.
And here's what kills me. Is women can't even define the job these men do. But they define the lifestyle. So I don't give a shit what you do, but I know what I want your money to do for us. Now, understand, remember she said partner and build. What are you building?
See?
He's already built.
Right there, man, he's discrediting a woman. And the Bible say behind every good man is a good woman. That's what the Bible says. Behind every good man, there's a good woman. No man is going, if a man is truly successful, man, he got a damn good wife right by his side. You know? This wasn't staged.
Now, I was nice.
Now listen to this.
But I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you...
Now, he say, I will ask this question on the way out. This is the question that he said. I will ask this question on the way out. That implies you're going somewhere. Think about that for 1 minute. Why not, before I end this live, I do have one more question. But on my way out, I do have one more question. And he's making fun of her. Listen.
You didn't look the way you did. If you were an average looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making? And the answer we all know is hell to the no.
Man, he just criticized that girl because she's a pretty virgin. And he's telling her, if you wasn't pretty, you wouldn't even be doing this. That's what he's telling her. And the question has to be, out of all of the sounds that you gonna play, why would you play a sound of a man that was screaming, no God? Out of all of the no's that you could think of, why would you play one like this?
Cute or pretty privilege? No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! No, it damn well they would not be making these demands.
Why? Why did you pick that no? That was, and we now know, right after this, you died. See, we now know that. Right after that, your ass was out of here. Just like you say, on my way out, you wasn't lying. You didn't tell a lie. You told him, on my way out, let me ask you this last question. Now, why? What made him? He could have played a dog. There are 1,001 noises that he could have played. But why?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! No, damn well they would not.
That's agony, man. That's agony. That's agony right there. That's somebody pleading. No, God. And you die. You play this. This is your last video. And then you go die. Think about that. Think about that. And that's why black women are so angry with Kevin Samuels. Because his thing was, you got to get up off the booty. If you're going to be counted worthy, if you're going to have any value, you got to have some sex. And the woman that's sitting there, that's going to watch him die, is sitting there listening to all of this. That's the crazy part. Because if you go back and look at the beginning of the video before he went live, he told her, hey, I'm getting ready to go live. Now you're going to go somewhere and sit down. So she's in the apartment listening to everything that she's saying. Isn't that ironic? Now, you got a 25-year-old virgin. That's them call him. And ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, 2 + 5 is 7. 7 is completion. Isn't that ironic? And you got people rejoicing that he's dead because he was leading people astray. That boy was a general in the kingdom of darkness. He like Satan, was kicked out of the body of Christ. Because he told you, man, I used to head a singles ministry. I was raised in the church. And one of the biggest hoes walking. You see, and how much more, man, is God supposed to take? I mean, how much more you got a virgin that you're telling she's wasting her time? And if she's a virgin, man, she's honoring God. And you tell her she's wasting her time. And thousands of people are listening to you. Thousands of people are listening to you tell a virgin you wasting your time. And God is supposed to accept that? He's supposed to accept another man telling somebody that's trying to honor him that they're wasting their time? I mean, think about that for 1 minute. Man, if you're a virgin, man, you believe in God is going to bring you a mate. That's the only way you can keep your virginity. Because you believing in something. If you didn't believe in nothing, shit, your legs would be bust wide open. Like so many of the other ones. You see, and this is what I'm talking about. Here's a girl that's believing. And he's telling her, you wasting your time. If you wasn't so pretty, you wouldn't have the same attitude. This is what he told her. And we all know the answer. Hell to the no. That's what he told her. So y'all won't think I'm making it up.
Nice. But I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you...
Listen to, did y'all just hear that? I will ask this question on the way out. Like, where you going, Kevin? Where you headed? We now know you was going to have a heart attack. And that's what he told her. I ain't making this up. I'll let you hear.
What are you building? He's already built the shit. Now, I was nice. But I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look the way you did, if you were an average-looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making? And the answer we all know is hell to the no.
Now, there's a pause between this. Okay? Because he starts talking again before he plays the sound. Okay? Now, and my question is, why you pick that sound to play at this time?
Cute or pretty privilege? No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! Know it damn well they would not be making these demands.
And he's telling this girl, if you was ugly, you wouldn't be believing God. That's what he's telling her. If you was ugly, you wouldn't be believing God. And you got thousands of people that might be on the fence. Look how much damage, man, that's been done. You know, we got a lot of young girls now confused. Don't know who they are. And say slavery is designed to be permanent. But I'm still on it because the people that he's affected are still alive. That's why. And this is the big dick zone. And if you want to be up in here and get some of this big dick energy, come on. If you don't, take your ass on somewhere else. Okay? Do that for me. That's what you can do for me. See, you up in some big dick energy right now. It don't matter. It don't matter. If at least I got some. See, I ain't got to spread it all around. I ain't got but a couple, and I can pay attention to them. See, I can get them a lot. But if I had a lot of y'all, I got to measure you, give you a little teaspoon. See, I can get him a tablespoon. You see, I told you, girl, I'm time enough for you. I'm time enough for you. Come on up in here, baby. You in the right place. You barking up the right goddamn tree. Now, you barking up the right motherfucking tree. Bark on up here. I got something for your ass. Think I'm scared of you? Hell no. Shit, man. I get so far back up in her motherfucking back, she'll be a goddamn stalker. You come up here with your bullshit, you better take that ass, go get you one of them little dick motherfuckers and be happy with that. Cause you coming in here, you gonna get messed up, girl. Now, back to what I was saying. The boy was leading women astray. See, because now, see, thank you, Lord. I'll show you this. I'll show you, see, because even while even while he's trying to convince this girl she's making a mistake, he got a hookup in his apartment. See, he's on his last hookup. He got his last hookup in the apartment. And he's telling a virgin she wasting her time. And his last goddamn hookup is in there listening to him. And when she was on the emergency call, she said, "You okay?" Oh, he can't breathe. He's purple. Are you okay? No, help. See, people ain't paying attention to that. This was his last call, y'all. See, why was his last call a 25-year-old virgin? Okay? Now you've been encouraging women that in order for them to be accepted, they had to go along with the desires of a man with money. That's basically what you've been telling women. If you want a man with money, you got to play by his rules. It's just that simple. If you want a man with money, you got to play by his rules. So his rules could treat you any kind of way. So here I got a person say, I never heard him say that. So when he tell you that a high value man has options, what does that mean? He got rules. When a high value man has options, he got rules, motherfucker. You know, he expect things to be a certain way. You don't know what I done heard. Shit, my wife could be sitting in there in the other room. Hell, I could have just finished fucking my wife for all you know. You don't know. Shit, you only know what I let you see or what I tell you. Just that simple. Told you, Mary Jane. And see, I'm gonna show you how weak you are. You a motherfucking man. Mary Jane, you coming up here, you a motherfucking man. You ain't no woman. You a motherfucking man. With a little dick. That's no, you ain't no lady. You a man with a little motherfucking dick. That's who you are. That's who you are. You want to come here, you act like a woman, but you got a dick, buddy. I sure wish I could see you. I bet you I'd be right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Anyway, that was what. That's what. See. That's what a whole lot of people don't even see. Man, this is right now. We in a spiritual warfare, y'all. If you didn't know it, you're a full-figured high-value woman. What the hell is a high-value woman? What's a high-value woman? I want to hear it. What's a high-value woman? What makes you a high-value woman? You know how to spend money? Is that what makes you a high-value woman? You know how to spend money? Oh, you get it. You get anything you want and you have class. Really? Shit. Credit cards will do that for you every time. Credit cards will give you anything you want. Whenever you want it. You can have it. Okay? So don't come up here talking about girl, dude. If men worship the ground you walk on, why the fuck are you up in here? if men worship the ground you walk on, why the fuck are you up in here? They ain't looking for you up in here because you already said ain't but two people up in here. And the two people in here don't think you worship. They don't worship the ground you walk on. So why the hell are you up in here? Why can't you be around somebody that worship the ground you walk on? Okay. Oh, really? Baby, you ain't got nothing I want, need, can't get, or never had. Let me say that shit again. You ain't got nothing I want, I need, I can't get, or I ain't never had. So if you can beat these four, shit, you got my undivided attention. I just told you. I just told you. You ain't got nothing I want. You ain't got nothing I need. You ain't got nothing I can't get. And you ain't got nothing I ain't never had. So what's missing? What's missing? I want to know what's missing. You can beat that? Sweetheart, let me say, Jamie, what's going on? Let me say that one more time. For some reason, you don't seem to understand this. You ain't got nothing I want. Okay, first and foremost, you ain't got nothing I want. So that means I don't give a fuck how pretty you are. I done had something prettier. You ain't got nothing I need. You ain't got nothing I can't get. And you ain't got nothing I ain't never had. Now, if you can beat them four, you can bring it on, baby. Tell me what you bringing to the table. Shit. Baby, you wasting your time. You better go get Kevin Samuels. You better better go get Kevin Samuels. That's who you need to hook up with. And the next thing you're gonna tell me, you a transgender. See, that's the next thing. Matter of fact, let me see. How long do I want to let this energy stay up in here? I don't want to let it stay up in here too long. You about to get kicked out, for real. Because that bullshit you talking. Who the fuck? That poo nanny probably so dry. If you a woman, your poo nanny probably so dry, boy. You had to go get you some lubricant. You probably need a whole bottle of lubricant because you're just like a powder house. So you want to come up in here and laugh. So you want to play? Let's play. Bet you dry as a powder house. Hey, look, so they had to go get a whole bottle of Swiss Navy. Oh, let me go. Where my Swiss Navy at? Goddamn, had to use a whole bottle of Swiss Navy on your ass. Because you dry. You can't do nothing. See, so don't come up in here talking no talk, girl. If you are indeed a woman. Because with all that negative energy, your poo nanny got to be dry. Shit. Girl, shit. All this negative energy that you bring up in here, your poo nanny got to be dry. Can't be no good. Because you too negative. You're too negative. You're too negative. You ain't got nothing I won't, need, can't get, and never had. So what is it about that you don't understand? When I say you ain't got nothing I won't, need, can't get, and ain't never had. What is it about that you don't understand? What is it about that you don't understand? That you think that I'm going to go against because you ain't got... So if you ain't got nothing I won't, need, can't get, and never had, how you going to track me? Think about that for 1 minute. If you ain't got nothing I want, need, can't get, and never had, don't give a fuck. How you think you're going to track me? You think... Baby, let me show you something. Let me show you something. So before you... goddamn, where you at, Paula? Where you at? Oh, here you go. Let me show you something, sis. You talking about this girl? I mean, goddamn, damn. I ain't want to go here, but I'm gonna have to. Where you at, Paula? Here you go. I had pretty, baby. I had pretty, and she gave me 2 babies. So what you what you think? Just my wife pretty. My wife is pretty. So what is about you supposed to attract me? Oh. Nah, I don't have time for you. You too broke. You too broke. I don't fuck down. I fuck up. I don't fuck down. I fuck up. See, when I fuck down, that's broke. I fuck up. I don't fuck down. I fuck up. See, and you trying to get me to fuck down. I don't fuck down. I'm too old to be fucking down. I fuck up now. If I'm gonna cheat on my wife, you can cool believe it's gonna be with a bitch that can take me all over the world at a moment's notice. Shit. If you was worth your salt, you would be somewhere now. You wouldn't be in here. That's how I know you ain't got shit. Cause you up in here. Because if you was about anything, you would be somewhere else in the world. But you up in here with me. So you ain't about shit. You think I supposed to be impressed with that? Nah, that don't impress me. I ain't impressed at all. You don't impress you don't impress me. Oh, you work at Hooters. Shit, let me get your ass out of here. Let me get you out of here. Where you at? You got to go. You got to go. Get you up out of here. Get you out of here. Get out of here. Get gone. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that energy. Get gone. Man, I'm trying to help some women. That uh uh you well see, you shouldn't. But you have to realize that the world today has normalized cheating. That's why you got Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Man, I don't know. I haven't heard from Mustang. I don't know. I'll text him after. Matter of fact, let me see. Can I text him now? Let me see. Can I text him now? And see if he'll respond. Here we go. Mustang. Mustang. I just text him, so let's see if he responds. And thank you for asking about him, because he hadn't crossed my mind lately. He must be doing pretty good. But the reason I just text him, so if he respond while I'm live, I'll let y'all know. I did. I just text him. But I just want y'all to look at what's going on, Rosie. I just want y'all to look at the ironies of this thing with Kevin Samuels. I just want you to look, at the coincidences of it. That this just didn't happen in a vacuum. His last call just happened to be a 25-year-old virgin. Is his last call on the face of the earth. 2 + 5 is 7. 7 is completion. Y'all got to know that. 2 + 5 is 7. 7 is completion. You see? And when he said, he made the statement, it kills me. He had his hands just like this. If you go back and look at the video, it's at the 132 mark. He say, it kills me. Women don't know about men's salary or some bullshit like that. And then he goes on, and before he teases this 25-year-old virgin, he said, before I go, that's what he said. Before I go, I got one question for you. And the question he had for her put her down. That if she wasn't pretty, she wouldn't have the standards that she have now. That was his attitude. That wasn't me. That's what he said. And when he said, and we all know the answer is hell to the no. And he said, beauty or something, and then he played that, no, God, no, God, no. Why did he play that? Out of all of the voices that he didn't play no more voices before he got off air. That was the last voice he played. Let me let y'all hear it. Somebody's like, what is he talking about? I just heard that. Let me let you hear it. I'll let you hear it. Hold on a second. Okay. All All right, here we go.
I mean, those two. What more do you need? Party of one. Loins on fire.
Loins on fire. Think about that for 1 minute. Loins on fire. That means, boy, you got a sex addiction. If your loins are on fire, you got an addiction. Think about that.
So what you think about this? The men who are, and here's what kills me, is women can't even.
And he said, when he said, here's what kills me, his hands just like that. Go back and look at the video. His hands just like that. When he said, here's what kills me. See, most folk are taking that as just a casual statement that he made. But listen.
Define the job these men do. But they define the lifestyle. So I don't give a shit what you do, but I know what I want your money to do for us. Now, understand, remember she said partner and build. What are you building? He's already built the shit. Now, I was nice, but I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look the way you did, if you were an average-looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making?
Now, he's questioning, you see what I'm saying? He's asking her, if you wasn't a good-looking woman, would you still be believing God? Because that's what, if you're holding on to your virginity, you believe in God. Let me say that again. See, a lot of Christians don't realize, man, if you holding on to your virginity, you believe in God. That's why, because if you wasn't, shit, every Tom, Dick, and Harry would have done had you by now. But she believed in God, and he's saying, if you wasn't as pretty, would you still believe what you're believing? This is what he asking her. And notice he asked her, before I get out of here. See, he didn't say, before I end this live. He said, before I get out of here, let me ask you this question. Oh, let you hear it again? Okay. Because, see, I don't want y'all to think I'm making this up.
I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look...
Wait a minute. Let me do this.
He's already built the shit. Now, I was nice, but I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look the way you did, if you were an average-looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making? And the answer we all know is hell to the no.
Now watch the pause.
Cute or pretty privilege?
Watch.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! No, damn well it would not
And
be
we
making
know.
these demands.
And we know shortly after you died. You had a heart attack and died. We know that now. See, it's no secret. He had a heart attack and died right after this. Isn't that ironic? And the hookup that he was with was in the apartment with him. The same time he told a virgin she was wasting her time. He had a hookup in the apartment listening. See, y'all ain't paying attention to that. You know, and this is why black women are so angry with this man, because he was trying to lead them astray to tell you, oh, you got to get up out the pussy. That was his thing. And he got hundreds of women believing Everything he's saying, thousands of women taking his advice, man. You know how many virgins that listened to this, that gave up, that stopped believing God because he told them they were wasting their time? I mean, think about that. And see, he said, death and life is in the power of the tongue. Before I get out of here, that's what listen to that, man. The man said, before I get out of here.
Now, understand, remember, she said partner and build. What are you building? He's already built the shit.
And the Bible say behind every good man is a good woman. See, he's talking about a very selfish, controlling man. The man that he's talking about, she got to walk into a ready-made situation. And he's teasing her. Listen.
Now, I was nice, but I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look the way you did, if you were an average-looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making?
Now, he's telling her right now, the girl say, I'm a virgin. And if you're a virgin, you believing in God. And he's telling her, if you wasn't pretty, would you still be believing in God and making the demands you making? If you wasn't pretty? What if an ugly virgin heard that? That's been believing God and listening to what he's saying? And mind you now, this is his last live ever. This is his last live. He's talking to a 25-year-old virgin on his last live. Listen.
And the answer we all know is hell to the no. Cute or pretty privilege? No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! No, damn well they would not be making these demands.
And shortly after, he ended his life and he died. Shortly after, he ended his life and he died. And this is what he left behind. And you got some people that are not can't spiritually discern this. They don't even see this. They don't even realize this. That his last call was a 25-year-old virgin that he made fun of. He made fun of the girl. How many more? You see, and you don't know how many people, man, that fall prey. And black women were upset with him because he's been leading them astray by telling them, if you don't get off the pussy, you ain't worth nothing. That's his whole message. In order for you to be appreciated, in order to you to have some value, you're going to have to get up off the pussy. That's what he's been telling women. You can't be difficult. You got to get up off the sex. If you want to have any value. And a high value man, what he's looking for, he ain't looking for no hard time. He looking for some easy sex. That's what he's been telling women. High value men are looking for some easy sex. They ain't looking for nothing difficult. But why would this be his last recording that he'll ever use. Why was this the last one? He didn't have another no in his bag, in his trick bag that he could have pulled out? Was that the only no that he had a recording of? And it just so happened, right after that, you go die. And God is showing you. See, God is tired of people playing with his children. This is the problem. You got a lot of people right now playing with Christians, telling them any and everything just to get their money. That's what people are doing to Christians now, telling them any and everything just to get their money. And if you go back and you listen to Kevin Samuels, this boy tell you, man, I used to be over a singles ministry. That means he was in the body of Christ. And he got kicked out, just like Satan. Satan was a good-looking angel. Satan was a beautiful angel. Look at Kevin Samuels. Always sharp. Always dressed to the T. And leading women astray. Came out of the church. And he crossed the line with God. Because his last phone call was a 25-year-old virgin, man, that he was trying to make fun of. That was his last phone call. God, it's almost like God said enough. I'm not going to take no more of that. And not only is this going to be your last phone call, but your one-night stand is going to be here with you. And she ain't going to do nothing for you. Isn't that interesting? He was definitely working for Satan. Man, listen to this. Listen to what this guy, listen to this. Listen to what he told this little young girl. Listen.
Now, understand, remember she said partner and build. What are you building? He's already built the shit. Now, I was nice, but I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look the way you did, if you were an average-looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making?
This is a 25-year-old virgin that he's talking about. See, I think people miss the significance. This is a 25-year-old virgin that's believing God, man. Because if she wasn't believing God, she'd have gave up her virginity. Think about that for 1 minute. And he's telling her, if you were not as pretty, you wouldn't be believing God. And will somebody please explain to me why he chose this last no and go die? He said no, and this was the no he chose, and he went and died.
And the answer we all know is hell to the no. Cute or pretty privilege? No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! No, damn well they would not be making these demands.
And that girl believed in God. And he's making fun of her. That's a 25-year-old virgin that he's making fun of. And the no that he chose, that he wanted the world to hear before he died, was this one. That's what he wanted the world to hear before he died. That's what he chose. He chose to play that recording. Why? And his hookup is in the apartment. She heard the whole live. He talked to 2 women that night, and she heard the whole conversations. Because before he started, he told her, you got to go somewhere and sit down. And he gonna discourage a 25-year-old virgin and got a hookup that he died on. And before he died,
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! No, cute or pretty privilege? No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! No, damn well. It would.
see, what he was telling her was, what he was saying to her was, if she was ugly, she would not be making the demands that she's making, and she'd compromise. That's what he was saying. See, if you wasn't pretty, you would compromise because you're ugly. You see, and how many virgins that ain't pretty? Now, the seed of compromise has been planted. And we now know, see, hindsight is 2020. We know now. Soon as you finished that lie, you went and had a heart attack. Everybody, a lot of people have. You see, he's in the worldly circle, world star. You got to be in the world to know who he is. Because he was kicked out of the body of Christ. He told this 25-year-old virgin, he told her, I used to head a singles ministry, which means he was in somebody's church. He said, I grew up in the church. And look at what he was espousing. If you don't go out and screw, if you don't submit to a man, you're worthless. You wasting your time. And this is why so many women were rejoicing, because he was truly leading women astray with his advice. And you had a lot of women following his advice. And they messing up their lives, man. That young 25-year-old virgin had every right in the world, man, to believe God for her husband. She has every right in the world to believe God for the best if she's honoring his word. See, when you're a virgin, you are honoring God's word. And he told her she was wasting her time. Honoring God's word. That's what he said. For the world to hear. You're wasting your time. And we all know what's the answer. Hell to the no. And that's what he played. Hell. Damn. Okay, Lord. Damn. Oh, damn. Okay, Lord. Damn. That's what that's where he went. When the hell, when he said hell to the no, that's what he was referring to. Hell. It's what he was referring to. Satan. That was his reference. And that is what he was demonstrating. Telling her, you wasting your time believing in God. And that came straight out of hell. What he was telling her came straight out of hell. Because, listen, I want y'all to see, I ain't making this up. God damn. I ain't making this up. Listen to this shit, man. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Now, I was nice.
Listen.
But I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't...
Notice he said, I will ask this question on the way out. Now, notice the question that he's asking about her belief in God. Notice he said, I will ask this question on the way out. Like he was going somewhere. See, when you say, man, I'm out, I'm going somewhere. And he said, I'm going to ask this question on the way out. Because we now know soon as you finish this lie, you had a heart attack and died. So you had to ask this one question of a 25-year-old virgin. Listen.
Look the way you did, if you were an average looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same request and or demands you're making? And the answer we all know is hell to the no.
Man, look at the emphasis that he put on that hell. Look at the emphasis that he put. Hell to the no. That came out of his soul. Listen. Listen.
And the answer we all know is hell to the no.
Look how he held to the no.
Cute or pretty privilege? No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! No, damn well it would not be making these demands.
Man, I mean, come on, man. Come on. If y'all can't see that, your wood is wet. And see, this is a spiritual thing right here. That's why you have so many women, so many black women, and probably a whole lot of white women that are up in arms with this guy because he was truly leading them astray. And probably was fucking them like 40 going north. Okay? He was in his apartment. He was in his apartment with this one-night stand that he had hooked up with. See, this is what people don't understand. The one-night stand that she was in there listening to this. That girl was still in the apartment. Because before he started the live, he told her, I'm getting ready to go live. You got to go sit down somewhere. He made her go sit down. That's for real. And so, and that's when because the little 25-year-old virgin, she was a very pretty girl. She was beautiful. in D.C., as a matter of fact. And he told her, you know, man, listen, my only question that I have, see, because God say man prepares what he wants to speak, but it's God who gives the response. And nobody knows why he chose to use that no when he said hell to the no. Maybe that was the only sound that he had that would simplify hell. That maybe that's the only sound he had, because he did put emphasis. That's right. Man. I mean that is, that's quite interesting. He got a version that he's making fun of, and he got a hoe in his apartment. Ain't that interesting? The virgin that's on the phone, he's making fun of her. And a hoe that he just met is in there listening to him, making fun of a virgin. The hoe was in there listening to him, making fun of the virgin. She's sitting there listening to him make fun of the virgin. And when I don't know if y'all paid attention to this, but when she was on the phone with 911, she's talking to him, and then she just politely said, "Are you okay?" Just like that. "Are you okay?" Man, that broad was sitting across the room watching him. She wasn't nowhere near him because she never did performed any kind of procedures on him. And that's a hell of a way to go out. You sit there and try to discourage a young girl that believe, and that's believing in God. That's why she's holding on to her virginity, because she's believing in God. And you tell her, if you wasn't pretty, you wouldn't be doing that. And you got a hoe in your apartment. And thousands of women are listening to this. And I'm telling y'all, because I was watching the video. When I got up this morning, I was like, God damn. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And I had to stop it. And I went back and I paused the video. And right at 1:32, he got his hands just like this, making a statement. That's the statement. When he say, "It kills me," his hands are just like this. Man, in fact, here's the picture. I show y'all. Here's the picture right here. When he's saying, "It kills me," that's how he was holding his hands. And then he goes on to disparage a woman that's believing in God. To discourage somebody from believing in God. Because if you're going to hold on to your virginity, man, you're going to have to believe in God. And he told her she was wasting her time. That if she wasn't that pretty, it wouldn't even matter. And then you turn around and have a heart attack on a hoe. After you done teased a virgin, you turn around and have a heart attack on a hoe. Because y'all just met, man. She was a one-night stand. She didn't even know where she was. She was just a one-night stand. And she had to listen to all them things. What's going on, Scott? Man, I'm gonna let y'all hear this one more time. And listen to this. Every Christian, man, every Christian should be playing this. So cause you got a lot of hoes in the body of Christ. That boy was a general. He wasn't broke. He had a lot, he had thousands of followers that was giving him money. He was rolling in cash. Believe that. Okay? Believe that. He wasn't nowhere near broke.
I mean, those two, what more do you need? Party of one. Loins on fire.
Listen, and see, that's what I want you to see. Loins on fire. Where's your loins? Your sex organs. Those are your loins. Your loins are your sex organs. That's what's on fire. That means, man, you got to get it wet. When you on fire, man, you're gonna get your dick wet. It's just that simple. That's just what that means. When your loins are on fire, get your dick wet. All you got to do is just find somebody willing. And notice, he done found a willing, because they spent the night. She spent the night with him. So he done already found his victim. She spent the night. And the Lord just happened to send you a 25-year-old virgin. Think about that, y'all. His last call ever was a 25-year-old virgin. His last call ever was a 25-year-old virgin. Let that sink in. And 2 + 5 is 7. And 7 is completion all day long. 7 is completion all day long. Y'all better pay attention. Pay attention. Okay? Pay attention. Pay attention.
I mean, those two, what more do you need? Party of one. Loins on fire. I want you to think about this. The men who are, and here's what kills me, is women can't even define the job these men do. But they define the lifestyle. So I don't give a shit what you do, but I know what I want your money to do for us. Now, understand, remember she said partner and build. What are you building? He's already built the shit. Now, I was nice, but I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look the way you did, if you were an average-looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making? And the answer we all know is hell to the no. Cute or pretty privilege? No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No, damn well. No! No, damn well they would not be making these demands.
And we know right after that, you have a heart attack and die. We know you have a heart attack and die. That was the last thing you'll ever play. Was a man being dragged to hell. And that's where his soul went. To hell. That was his soul. Man, if you look in Kevin's face, man, you look in his eyes, he has no life. In his eyes, there's no light. There's nothing but darkness. In his eyes. Look at his eyes, man. They're dark. There's no light in his eyes. It's nothing but darkness. And that's just the way it is. All right? Man, I well, see, that's what I'm saying, man. You know how many other men are gonna be putting pressure on virgins, trying to get them to compromise, instead of this dude trying to encourage the woman to hold on to her to her values and her virtues. He gonna tell her she wasting her time. And if you wasn't so pretty, you would compromise anyway. That's basically what he told her. If you wasn't so pretty, you wouldn't be believing in God. You go out here and get you some dick. And that's what he's been trying to tell these girls, man, y'all need to get out here and get you some dick. That's the code that he's been trying. Man, get out here and get you some dick. That's all he's been telling women. And some of them been doing it. Some of them done compromised. Some of them done listened to that foolishness that he been spewing. It's some virgins, man, that were on the fence. Heard that and they gave in. So God had to destroy this. Because now you're telling people that if they believing in him, they wasting their time. You think God gonna allow that? I mean, think about that. You think God gonna sit back and know, and you came out to church and go sit back and watch you purposely destroy people? We don't know what that little 25-year-old girl's relationship with God is. We don't know how strong her prayers are. We don't know that. We don't know who is praying for her. We don't know. But what we do know, when he finished, he went and had a heart attack and died. We do know that. See, that's a fact. When he finished this life, he went and died with a hole. That's what he did. Let me shit, if you're going to go out, I guess he said, if I'm going, let me go out with a hoe. And that's what he did. Because that's what he been telling women. You got to be a hoe. That's what he been saying. You got to be a hoe. And look what he went out with. A hoe. She ain't knowing from Adam. And man, in fact, he was important. This is Kevin fucking Samuels. You know, when you say somebody, Kevin fucking Samuels, he's important to you. See, there's some importance there that ain't nobody else picked up on yet. See, and the people you're talking to, they ain't picked up on it. So you got, man, this is Kevin fucking Samuels here. You don't know who that is? But in the meantime, you're telling somebody believing in God, they're wasting their time. And see, all of this ain't at the beginning of his video. All this stuff that I'm playing here to y'all now, because shortly after he finished saying all of that, he said, I'm out. and he was out. See, and for you Christians, man, this is a good thing to show y'all. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Cause he told the girl, I should have said, he said, I should have said this when I had you live. But on my way out, let me ask you this question. See, I should have asked you to your face. Why don't you give up on God? But I'm gonna ask you on my way out. If you wasn't so pretty, would you still be doing that? Yeah, they play too much with God. And see, and God is taking a general, one of their generals, one of them that they admire, one of them that they done put on a pedestal. See, you got a whole lot of people that's done put that boy on a pedestal. They done put him up on a pedestal. See, he telling the truth. Man, you leading women astray. And you're trying to fuck as many of them as you can. Let's not forget about that part. I mean, the truth is the truth. Shit, that boy done went through women like Lee went through Virginia. I'm serious. You don't think that was the first one night stand he done had, do you? Come on, man. Y'all ain't that. Y'all can't your bus can't be that short that you think this is the first. Don't ever Luna, don't be glad he's gone. Don't wish that. Don't even wish that. Don't even put that kind of energy out there. Just keep trying to expose what he was doing. You ain't got to be glad. Just expose it. That's all God needs you to do. See, you got a lot of people out there talking about they glad, but they ain't trying to show women, man, this boy was leading y'all astray. And here's how. You see, and not only was he leading you astray, he's grooming men to lead you astray. You see, that was the whole thing with this. And this wasn't no accident either. This is what I want to tell you. Man, yeah, he was leading people astray. This is why they so angry. And they don't realize they pissed off because he leading them astray. And they know he's leading them astray. They know that. They know he's leading them. And see, and this is a perfect, listen to me. To show you, here's a perfect example of him trying to lead a 25-year-old virgin astray.
What are you building? He's already built the shit. Now, I was nice, but I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look the way you did, if you were an average-looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making? And the answer we all know is hell to the no. Cute or pretty privilege? Oh, God, please, no. No. No, damn well. No. No, damn well they would not be making these demands.
$1 million question. The $1 million question. Why did he pick that no as his last one on the face of the earth? That you hear a man being dragged to hell. Why would you pick that as a response to a person that's believing in God? Think about that for 1 minute, man. You telling her if she wasn't so pretty, she wouldn't be believing God. We know the answer to that. Hell to the no. And that's what he plays. A man being dragged to hell. Y'all need to go back and look at that thing, man. You need to go back and look at it. Start about the 135 mark. Go back and look at it. And you'll see that this is a 25-year-old virgin that he's talking to. The last woman he'll ever interview is a 25-year-old virgin that he made fun of. That he told was wasting her time. With a hookup in the apartment. God damn. I can't forget that part. With a hookup in the apartment listening. He got a hookup. Remember, his hookup is sitting in there listening. She's sitting there listening to all of this. Boy, I'm telling you. A lot of Christians need to pay attention to this. Because the boy said, had his hands like this when he said, sure did. Sure did. Here it is. Right here. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes, man. Ain't no life in his eyes. No life in his eyes whatsoever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how you twist it. Just look at his eyes. Let me get some. Let me see here. Look at this, man. Look at that. Look at them eyes, man. I mean, just as dark. Just as dark. No life whatsoever. And they say the eyes are the window to the soul. That's what the eyes of the window. And you can see, man, ain't no soul in there. He ain't got no soul whatsoever. Look at this. Look at his eyes, man. I want you to look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Ain't no soul, man. Ain't no soul in there. None whatsoever. That's why you can tell a 25-year-old virgin, you're wasting your time. Imagine that, man. That you believing in God. And somebody actually tell you wasting your time. And then you got other people that are agreeing with him. See, there are thousands of people out there that agree with him. That if you're trying to believe in God for something, you're wasting your time. It's unrealistic. Now, I'm not saying all of the stuff that he's been saying has been wrong, but the majority of times, man, he be trying to get women to he's leading them astray, get them to compromise. And that's his whole thing, man, to get women to compromise. And they probably send him money hand over fist. You got women that was sending him money hand over fist. Men too, hand over fist. This dude was a general. He wasn't broke. Don't y'all for by no means think he was not broke, not at all. Cheap maybe, but not broke. Okay. So pay attention, man. We in a spiritual battle here. That's what this is all about. This is spiritual warfare. And it's gonna come down to right is right and wrong is wrong. And see, right now, right is wrong and wrong is right. The universe is gonna have to correct itself. And it's gonna correct itself back to right is right and wrong is wrong. And when it does, a lot of people gonna get caught trying to be slick. And a lot of them are gonna end up just like Kevin Samuels. You sit there and try to discourage a virgin about her belief in God. And then you're going to have a heart attack and die with a hoe. That's a hell of a way to go out. That's one hell of a way to go out, man. I ain't lying. That's a hell of a way to go out. You know, and this is eternity. We talking. See, oh, thank you, Lord. Man, let me tell you something. See, a lot of y'all don't meditate. I know. But when you do, and you close your eyes, all you see is darkness. That's all you see when you close your eyes. You're meditating and you close your eyes. All you're going to see is darkness. That's infinity. That's forever. It has no end. Soon as you open your eyes, you see stuff. You see objects. There's an end. You know, see, I see this phone right here. There's an end. But when you're meditating and you close your eyes, all you see is infinity, eternity. There's no ending. You don't have an ending in darkness. But when you open up your eyes and you see the light, you see the end. And that's what a lot of people don't, man, when you close your eyes, that's eternity. That's eternity. And it's going to be all in what mindset are you going to be in? Are you going to be in a positive mindset? Or are you going to be in a negative mindset when you close your eyes? And that's what people need to understand. You're either going to be one or the other when you die. When you close your eyes, man, whatever mindset you're in, that's it. And this guy, his mindset was turning people against God. And he closed his eyes. That's the mindset he died in. See, he died in a negative mindset with a hope. Serious, and see, and people don't want to think about this. They don't want to talk about this. Your pastor ain't telling you this. See, your pastor telling you, oh, you got to believe in Jesus. But if you're a nasty, cruel, evil person, I don't care how much you believe in Jesus. When you close your eyes, you're going to die in that nasty, evil cruelness. That's the mindset you're going to die in. And this is what I'm trying to tell people, man, what mindset are you going to be in? Are you going to be in a positive mindset? Or are you going to be in a negative mindset? Because you're going to be in one or the other. You got to be one or the other. And that's it. So like I said, man, a lot of women are upset because Kevin Samuels was leading them astray. And his last Instagram that he did, the last woman that he talked to was a 25-year-old virgin, and that was believing God. And this is how he handled her.
I mean, those two, what more do you need? Party of one, loins on fire. I want you to think about this. The men who are, and here's what kills me, is women can't even define the job these men do. But they define the lifestyle. So I don't give a shit what you do, but I know what I want your money to do for us. Now, understand, remember she said partner and build. What are you building? He's already built the shit. Now, I was nice, but I will ask this question on the way out. Young lady, if you didn't look the way you did, if you were an average-looking woman, can you honestly say you'd still be making the same requests and or demands you're making? And the answer we all know is hell to the no. Cute or pretty privilege?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
No, damn well.
No!
Know it damn well it would not be making these demands.
There it is, y'all. There it is. That was his soul going to hell. Is it as simple as that? God let you see his soul go to hell. And a lot of people still won't heed the warning. That's the sad part. There are a lot of people that still won't heed the warning. We got a lot of work to do, man. Got a lot of work to do. Black men and black women gonna have to sit down across from each other and talk this thing out, man. See, that's where the problem is. Black men and black women don't want to sit down across the table and talk. But we'll point fingers at each other. We'll blame each other. We'll even condemn each other. But we won't try to understand each other. And this is where the problem is. And then we got people in the mix like Kevin trying to get the ones that don't know what to do to compromise. See, everybody's in it for their own purpose, for their own glory, for their own reason. And if you can't uplift anybody, if you can't encourage anybody, see, and this is the sad testament that we have in our community, that in order to prosper and to thrive in the black community, man, you got to be negative. You got to be total negative. They're not gonna support nothing positive. They ain't gonna support nothing encouraging and uplifting. Right now, the only way you can make money in the black community is by demeaning the black woman. Think about that. Think about that. If you really want to get rich right now, man, just demonize the black woman. That's what rappers do every day. That's what the hip-hop industry do every day. Them boys don't even have GEDs and make millions demonizing black women, their own mamas and sisters. They demonize them. And that's all Kevin Samuel was doing, was demonizing black women and getting paid. It's just that simple. And unfortunately, that's the only thing that's working in our community right now is negativity. People don't want to support positive. They always want to question, the motives are positive. But they never question the motives of negative, but they always question the motives of positive. Okay? Man, I tell y'all, this is going to be real interesting. All right? I see y'all, man. I'm out.